So this is about communication. The importance of communication. Someone did a video on communication that I'm very proud of. If I had the link, I'd share it. So communication. So communication is key when it comes to relationships, in any kind of relationship, right? We need proper communication, meaning we need to be able to listen and try to understand where someone else is coming from. Maybe their needs, their values, their expectations, their feelings, and their perspective, and so their idea of something, right? Whatever that is that you're discussing. And then on the same level, the capacity to and the space to express yourself, right? Until you find the way to express yourself. So yeah, it is very important to express and to give the space to each other to express yourselves, and to try to understand where this other person is coming from, in order to then reach to meet each other halfway, right? If that does not exist, and there's, for instance, a problem, how are you going to solve that? It probably will just end up in silence. And a certain kind of stuck energy. Because if there's no understanding, if you're not on looking into the same direction, and you're not on the same wavelength, then there's not much to move from together, right? All there is just watch this other person from the distance, right? And see how they move. So yeah. So communication is key, and to find also a proper way of communication. If there's misunderstanding, and you're not finding a way to really also give the other person what they need in order to be heard and in order to be understood. So you have to be willing, right, to also meet this other person, really. If someone is not willing to really hear you out, to understand where you're coming from, then and it's more like quickly to call names, you know. So we need to always stay flexible, navigate, and yeah, so before any other compromise happening, once you're understood, there's not much you can create together. Like I was thinking now, so kind of recently, in a conversation with someone, someone wanted to say that wanted to let me know that I I should like behave more like a queen. And this person said, I don't understand humans. So so we can express a disagreement in a certain way that is making clear that there's something wrong, right? From there on, then you can sit down together and hear each other out. So sometimes, so this example like is a little bit. So this person just wanted to say that there are certain obligations or certain habits that I do not have anymore. So I should focus on other things. Like I have other responsibilities, and there are certain patterns that sometimes still are there. So the discussion came even further because I said that, okay, so someone else probably would be happy if I do that. So it really depends on the expectation. But well, this person explains themselves, and I understand. So it is always about listening, right? I could take remain neutral without judging too fast and just listen, like, okay, where does this person come from when they say that? Probably most of the time people assume very quickly that someone has bad intentions, and most of the times it's not really that way. It's just a certain perspective, especially when you're getting to know someone. It's really important to have patience. Patience is very important. Patience to observe someone and where they're coming from. So yeah, many times people also act out of fear. So if you never ask the questions, okay, why did you do this? Why did you do that? Just because maybe we want to know how this very person interprets their own actions, right? That is also a nice exercise, actually. So when asking this person, so before I maybe observe something and put a judgment on this behavior, what does this person think, though, about their own decisions or actions? We might be surprised where certain things come from, and yes, I think so. Fear many times blind and blind our judgment and move us into react, even instead of respond, like react. And then maybe people react to the reaction, right? And then you reflect the reactions, and then it's just it's a mess. So to really find a way to hear each other out, take the time instead of running away from it, is a very healthy way to solve a problem. Then you still can see how you how to deal with a certain situation, right? But communication is kind of undervalued, really, when it is actually one of the key fundamental principles when it comes to relationships, even with yourself.